What's up, guys? I'm just a gamer and I'm back with another video. And yeah, I completely forgot that Gamescom is happening this month. It completely left my mind. And also, I feel like outlets aren't promoting the event as much as they usually do. At least that's the feeling I'm getting. I feel like usually at this point, like we're getting a bunch of hype for the Gamescom coming and happening. But I feel like it's literally a few weeks away and we're only just now hearing about it. It's really weird. But regardless, the main thing for me, obviously because I'm not in Germany and I can't attend Gamescom, is going to be opening night live with Keeley. And this is always great because there's always, game announcements, previews, interviews, all that good stuff, all the stuff that Keeley does. So I'm actually really excited for this. And I'm just weirded out that it's like, I feel like they're not promoting it as much as they usually do. And if I'm not mistaken, the Keeley on night live, on night live starts is again on the 23rd. So I probably will do a live reaction to that. So please check that out. And then also Xbox has announced that they are going to be at Gamescom this year. And obviously, if you're there on the floor, there's going to be games you can try. The games they've said that are on the floor are going to be Pentiment, Age of Empires, Microsoft Flight Simulator, because it's always there, Sea of Thieves, and Grounded. And they're also going to be showing updates and stuff for these games as well. Yes, because they also announced that they're going to be doing a 6-hour live stream, doing trailers, game interviews, and all that other good stuff, which is going to be great. Pentiment, I'm interested in it. That's like that old-timey, like book, like type, like aesthetic game that looked really interesting. It looked like more like a because it didn't look like it had action. It was more like a whodunit, but in old timeys. If that makes any sense. At least that's the vibe I got. I'm not really into Age of Empires or Sea of Thieves that much. Grounded, I kind of want to look into it, so I may look into that, but I'm not positive. The main thing I want to look into though are going to be the games they've already said they're going to have in their 6-hour live stream, and they're not all the games I'm going to check out. Just to let you guys know now, I probably will not be reacting to all the games or the entire live stream, not for 6 hours. But there are a few games in here that I really want to check out. The first one being Plague Tale Requiem. I still haven't played the first one, Plague Tale Innocence. I know I watched a playthrough with someone. Can't remember the streamer, but I watched their playthrough, and it was a fantastic game. So this one actually looks really good. I'm thinking about trying it out, but I would love to see a little bit more. One of the main games I'm really looking forward to is The Last Case of Benedict Fox. If you guys remember that, they showed the trailer off a while back, and they even showed off a gameplay trailer a little after that as well. I believe like the very next day, if I'm not mistaken. This is a game I really interested in and I really want to check out. The premise just seemed so interesting, and I love the Metroidvania style of it and the cosmic horror style of it as well. Like the whole delving into your father's mind and this eldritch horror that's attached to you and it helps you, and like a bunch of different things. Like everything about this game makes me super interested in it. And yeah, I'm definitely going to be checking this out during the live stream. It looks super cool. The other big game that I want to check out during the live stream is The Lies of P. If you guys remember that game, it was announced, man, I can't remember when it was announced, but it's like this weird Bloodborne mixed with Pinocchio type style game. If you guys remember, like they showed a trailer a while back, and the trailer looked really good, but I need to know how this game plays. Like the aesthetic is super interesting, and the whole like Pinocchio being like this, or Geppetto maybe being like this crazy doll creator, and you're like as Pinocchio, you're like trying to like take them all down. Again, I don't know the story, but again, it's very Bloodborne, Dark Souls type game, and it just looks really cool. And again, the main thing for me is I want to see more of how the gameplay is, because there's too many Souls-like where they don't have the same, they feel too loose, and some will feel too tight, or the hits won't feel like they have any impact. And I'm really hoping this game doesn't fall into that trope. So I have really high hopes for it, and I'm really hoping for a good showing during the live stream, the Xbox Gamescom live stream. So yeah. And then the last thing I actually want to talk about is PlayStation. We haven't really gotten anything from them lately. They've already stated they're not going to be at Gamescom, which is not really surprising because they weren't there last year. And I'm wondering if they're going to do the same thing they did last year, as I think they had their PlayStation showcase, not a state of play, but an actual showcase, and it was in September. So if they're sticking to the same thing they did last year, we should be getting an announcement or some type of hint of an announcement that a PlayStation showcase should be coming. I think next month, and I'm really interested to see what they'll show. I know there's plenty of third-party titles coming next year that they'll probably show off. I mean, Resident Evil 4, they showed at that state of play, and that was super exciting. That was super cool. Oh my god, I want them to show gameplay of that game so much. Just a little bit more, of that game, because it looks so good. And then, yeah, we have a bunch of third-party titles, but regarding first-party titles, I'm interested to see what they have in the pipeline, because we have already seen a good majority, we've already seen a good majority of the first-party titles have been announced already. Like, we've obviously God of War Ragnarok is coming in November. I'm totally expecting a state of play surrounding God of War sometime before the release, similar to how they did with Ghost of Tsushima and I believe Horizon Forbidden West, where they had a state of play just entirely about that game. I'm thinking they'll probably do one for God of War Ragnarok as well. I don't see why they wouldn't. But regardless, I'm expecting that to be at the showcase. Maybe a new trailer of some kind, maybe an extended gameplay look, But again, we already know about that game. We know Spider-Man 2023 is coming in. I think Spider-Man 2023. We know Spider-Man 2 is coming in 2023. So I'm expecting us to see at least maybe a trailer for that game, a new trailer. I could be off. One game, the only one, one game that we know about, but apparently even according to PlayStation or Insomniac, it is super far away, is the Wolverine game, which I'm kind of like, when I saw that, I was kind of more hyped for that than I was for Spider-Man 2. Just don't attack me, but I was. But regardless, we know that game is coming, but it's going to be, I'm guessing that's going to be like a 2024 game. Who knows, 2025? Because, again, depending on when Spider-Man 2 actually comes out, because they say it's coming out next year, but for all we know, it could get delayed. And then, obviously, Final Fantasy 16, they said we'd be getting more info on the game. A PlayStation showcase would be the perfect opportunity to show, like, an extended gameplay demo, just like God of War Ragnarok. And, to see more of the game regardless would be fantastic. But I want to see what else they're working on. What other first-party titles are in the pipeline? I want to see what's new, what's coming for the years to come, what's coming in the years to come. But yeah, this is an exciting time. Gamescom, and then a hopeful PlayStation showcase soon after, or the month after. So yeah, exciting. But what are your guys' thoughts? I mean, did you even know Gamescom was happening this month? Do you feel the same way I do, where like you don't think it's been promoted as much as they usually do in previous years? And do you think PlayStation's gonna have a showcase sometime soon? I personally think it's in September. Do you guys think that at all? I mean, and if you do, what would you like to see? I mean, we are gonna see God of War Ragnarok. I know that for a fact. That's a given. But what else could they show that'll get you excited? Let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, that does it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like or comment down below. I'd appreciate any and all feedback. Follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. And until next time, take care and have a good game.